Yes, let's talk about airborne wind energy. Airborne wind energy will make wind power take a larger part of the global energy mix than otherwise possible. And this is how it works. The kite takes off from the ground as a helicopter. The video doesn't work. Take off from the ground as a helicopter, come up to operational altitude where it starts to fly a crosswind pattern, pulling out the tether from a ground-based generator. It does this 90% of the time. 10% of the time it's in retraction mode, cyclic operation. Once in a while it needs to land, and it does that with the propellers in the same way as it takes off. The wind increases by strength the higher up from the surface we get. A kite turbine can handle the same power as a conventional wind turbine with less than 10% of the material. This also lets us get rid of the constraints, and we can reach far more beneficial altitudes. If you put a kite turbine next to a conventional wind turbine of the same size, the kite turbine will have a higher yield or higher availability than the wind turbine. And cutting 90% of the material reduces the CAPEX, which gives a very beneficial levelized cost of energy. This also means that we can introduce this technology in a much smaller scale, and the barrier of introduction will be smaller than we have seen in the history. Our market is winds above 200 meters. Winds below 200 meters are best utilized with conventional wind turbines. Let's focus on two market segments. The first one is repowering of offshore wind turbines. After 20 years, the foundation is no longer certified from the heavy loads of the wind turbine. And if we put a kite turbine on top of it, we can extend the lifetime, giving large avoided cost for the operator. And this is a problem they have introduced for us. The same thing has turbine OEMs done. They say that, okay, if we can put a kite turbine on a conventional wind turbine, this can increase the yield further. After improving the wind turbines for 40 years, this is the natural next step to increase the yield and reduce levelized cost of energy further. There is about 30 companies doing airborne wind today, which of all has been through a conceptual phase. And KiteMill's conceptual choices seem to become normative for the rest of the industry. There will be a scale-up race in who can scale up the operational volume the first. We intend to win this race, starting with supplying the first project to Sør-Energi in a backyard in Lista already next year. This is the first project in a pipeline of projects that builds up operational experience and qualifies hopefully for repowering of the first large-scale offshore wind farm, Hornsrud 1 in Denmark. The team that are doing this has proven by being the first company in Europe, second worldwide, that has demonstrated automatic operation in all operational phases for a fraction of the cost of the first one. A low burn rate is one of our key benefits. We have very strong partners. I will round off by saying that we are opening up waste new wind resources, and we do that for a very cost-efficient way. We are searching for a co-investor, for a large industrial investor, and we would love to talk to you about that afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you. I was wondering if you can clarify a little around your business model. How do you sell and who do you sell to?
Yeah, we will sell to those who develop wind power capacity. And this can be developer in the, what I didn't mention here, the weak grid off-grid market, for instance, or large utility scale markets. We will also supply operation and maintenance. And what we already do, but we will charge for soon, is to help them to calculate business cases and the pre-sale services.
So first you sell the technology, you help them implement it, and then you help them service this going further. But you're not making money on the power that's actually being produced?
No, okay. We sell the equipment.
Okay, just a quick question on the end here. It sounds like the industry has reached some kind of a dominant design, which is your design, basically. Can you say what's the single most important thing you need to solve to really scale this very, very big?
It's operational experience. So whatever energy technology you're going to introduce, you have to reach the threshold where the energy technology becomes bankable. And that requires a pretty large amount of plants in operation. So you can do that the slow way to build up in niche markets, like the off-grid weekend market. We have very many good business cases there. Or you can do it the traditional way to get some large governmental incentives and build up this in large scale. And we already have a very huge group of people and organizations that believe in this technology. So I think we are moving slowly in that direction.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to KiteMill.